Welcome to my channel Grammar Tales. Learn English grammar with Krish. So today we will be doing reflexive and emphatic pronoun exercises. Alright. So what are reflexive pronouns? If you remember, when in a sentence the subject and the object of a verb are the same. That is when the action that is done by a subject is received by the object, and when this object and subject are the same person. Alright. Then the pronouns used, for example, say myself, himself, herself, herself, itself, etc. These are what? These are reflexive pronouns, isn't it? Say, for example, if you remember, I had written an example of a sentence which is a sentence with a reflexive pronoun. I heard myself. So here you see, I is the subject, heard is the verb or the action, and myself is the object. So here you can see object and subject of a verb are the same. So in such cases, the pronoun used is a reflexive pronoun, right? And suppose I say I myself did the work, right? So I myself did the work. That means here I am just emphasizing the work. I am emphasizing with what? I am emphasizing with myself. I myself did the work. Alright. So I am emphasizing the action of the subject. So in this case, this pronoun is what? It is an emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun. Right? And remember, in a sentence, when an emphatic pronoun is removed, still the core meaning of the pronoun of the sentence will remain the same. Say, for example, if I remove here myself, without using myself, if I say the sentence, I did the work, it makes sense, isn't it? I did the work. If I hide this, say, I did the work, it makes sense. But if I say, I heard, does it make sense? It doesn't. So this sentence or this sentence having the pronoun is emphatic pronoun. Emphatic. And a sentence where you cannot remove the pronoun, because then the sentence will become what? Illogical. You cannot remove. I heard myself. This pronoun you cannot remove. So in such case, the pronoun is what? Reflexive pronoun, isn't it? So let's proceed with the exercise. We will identify, I will write sentences and we will identify whether it is reflexive or emphatic. So let me start number 1. I will go myself, isn't it? I will go myself. Now just because myself is there, don't confuse whether it is reflexive or emphatic. What is the trick? How will we identify? If I do not use the word or the pronoun myself, does the sentence make sense? I will go. It makes sense, isn't it? So this is what? This is emphatic pronoun. Emphatic. Because here we are supposed to identify the pronoun. Right? Okay, let's do the next one. I hope I'm clear. Just see whether after removing the pronoun, the sentence makes sense or not. If the sentence makes sense, then it is emphatic. If you remove the pronoun and the sentence doesn't make any sense, then it is reflexive. Right? Okay, let's do. I myself heard the remark. See, I myself heard the remark. Fine. So let's see again. If we cover up myself, say myself is not there. I heard the remark. Makes sense, right? I heard the remark. Here I am not emphasizing myself. I am not emphasizing the pronoun I, isn't it? So without emphasizing also I can write I heard the remark. So it makes sense. So it is emphatic. Fine. Okay, let's proceed. Number 3. Rima has heard herself. Rima has heard herself. So you see, here Rima is the subject, isn't it? Heard. Heard is the verb and herself is the object. So here you can see the object and the subject are the same, isn't it? The object of the verb and the subject of the verb are the same. This is one way of identifying reflexive pronoun. The object and the subject of the verb are the same. Another way is the way we did the previous one. Remove this herself, the pronoun. Rima has heard. Does it make sense? The sentence, if you remove herself, Rima has heard. Doesn't make any sense. So what? That means you cannot remove herself here. So this is a reflexive pronoun. Right? Clear? There are two ways. One is you remove the pronoun and see whether the sentence makes sense or not. And another is what you try to identify whether the subject and the object of the verb are same or not. That is, means the action done by the doer and the action received by the doer are the same person or not. So that way we can identify. Then number 4. We often deceive ourselves. We often deceive ourselves. Let's make it fast. Let's make it quick. We often deceive. Don't just erase the word ourselves. We often deceive. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't. Again, see, we is the pronoun here, the subject of the sentence, and ourselves is the object. Deceive is the verb, the action being done by we. Who is the receiver of the action? Ourselves. We are doing it and we are receiving it back, isn't it? So the subject and the object are the same. So it is what? It is reflexive. Right? Next. The boys hid themselves. So the boys and themselves, same subject and object. The boys hid. What did they hide? If you remove themselves, does the sentence make any sense? No, it does not make any sense. So what it is? Reflexive. See, it's very simple. Just you have to remember the concept and practice. You keep on practicing, the concept gets clearer and it remains in your mind. Okay, you can retain it very easily. Okay, then next. He set himself a hard task. Okay, so let's see if we remove this pronoun himself and still if the sentence makes sense or not. He set a hard task. It makes sense, isn't it? Now here it is saying he set himself a hard task. But then which is the object here? The task, isn't it? So he set himself a hard task. What kind of sentence it is? Because it makes sense without the pronoun. He set a hard task. So it is emphatic. Right? Okay, let's see 2 more examples and we will be done for today. Alright, let's see. Number. They have got themselves into a mess. Alright, now just erase themselves and see. They got into a mess. So it makes sense. So obviously, what pronoun is it? It is emphatic. Right? Next. You express yourself very imperfectly. You express yourself very imperfectly. So, if I remove this yourself from here, you express very imperfectly. It makes sense, isn't it? You express very, very imperfectly. So again it is emphatic. Last one. I wash myself when I get up. So, I wash myself when I get up. So, if I remove the pronoun myself, let's see if it makes sense or not. I wash when I get up. What do I wash? Something has to be there, isn't it? I wash the car, I wash the house, I wash the utensils. So, here again see the subject and the object are the same, isn't it? I wash myself when I get up. Means if we remove the pronoun myself from the sentence, then it becomes I wash when I get up. So it doesn't make sense, isn't it? So the pronoun has to be there. So what it means? It means this is a reflexive pronoun. Fine. So this will be all for today. I hope the concept of reflexive and emphatic pronoun, it is clear to you. So please go through the videos, and I'm requesting you, all of you, to please go through the videos serially. And those who are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon also, so that you get the notification every time I upload a new video. So thank you and bye bye for tonight.